All right, welcome to another retro cube draft, and I've opened a Library of Alexandria. Oh, that is money. In a slightly slower, more refined pace of gameplay, Library of Alexandria dominates, and I do like Supreme Verdict. I'm passing that one. Skorak I like, and I thought would wheel, but honestly, it frequently doesn't. So I'm not guessing. I'm guessing I'm not going to get the two lands, Verdict, Scroll Rack, maybe Temple Garden even. Conscripts, Mox. No, Incinerate and Wall Blossoms. All right, we got some outs here, but I'm going to take Library of Alexandria here. Could go any direction. Any direction. Library is just such a great card, so. The cards you want to pair with this are basically cheap interaction, which, I mean, that's a thing you want in Cube most of the time anyways, so it doesn't drastically change how you're going to end up drafting, but it is interesting to note. Here there's a Vidalcan Shackles, a Bribery, a Thran Dynamo, Tassiger. Thragtusk is decent. There's World Spine if you get Flash. You know, I haven't drafted artifacts in a bit. I could take Bribery, but I feel like I've drafted Blue-White a lot recently, and so I'm just going to take Dynamo, because which isn't even necessarily the best library combination, but I think Library is just good in any deck. I could definitely take Bribery and go that direction, but I want to try something a little bit different here, and I think Dynamo is a pretty strong card. Well, and here, there's a Gonti, a Council's Judgment, a Moldrifter, and an Urza's Bauble. Urza's Bauble, oh, and a Gristlebrand too. Urza's Bauble with Library, though. It's a banger. You draw a card with Library, then you play the Bauble, so you don't have to discard. Oof. If Mox Opal wheels, I'll be happy. It can potentially happen. Artifacts are a little harder to assemble in this cube than in like the Power Mac cube, so I think that Opal wheeling is not a 0%er for sure. Ooh, here we go. Worn Power Stone, perfect. It's all coming together. Passing a Kiki Jiki, Gideon, Windswept Teeth, Fatal Push, some good cards in this pack too. But pretty happy with this start actually. Also, haven't really gotten past another blue card. Would have taken Bribery into like Council's Judgment into Gideon, which is still not a bad start, but I feel like it's not like blue's been mega open. And here, well, there's Gifts Ungiven. There's Thespian Stage, could end up with Depth Stage. There's Wall of Omens or PNLR. Red is a pretty common artifact color, and this even makes an artifact, so PNLR is not a crazy thing to take. Could also take Wall of Omens. Have passed a bunch of white, but I don't really care too much about that. Wall of Omens is a pretty strong card too. I kind of just like Wall of Omens. Mono white control. I just think when this is good, it's going to be better than PNLR. PNLR is not going to be like amazing here. And Thespian Stage seems a little bit dicey. I mean, I could take it, but I don't know. Oh, here, Psi Master Thopterist. Whenever you cast an artifact, make a 1/1 Thopter. Jeez. That's a nice artifact payoff. So I'll take that over. Talisman would be really nice, given that I have Wall and I'm taking Psi, but I would like to cut the artifact payoffs as best I can. And I have Urza's Bauble. Look at that combo. Turn 3 Psi, play Urza's Bauble. That's pretty good. Going to be 2 cards left in this pack when I get it back. Maybe Mind's Desire, maybe Impulse, Body Double. I don't think Talisman. That seems pretty unlikely to me. And then here, it's a late Mind Twist, Vendilion Click, Ancestral Visions, Temple of Enlightenment. There's even Ancient Stone Idol, but I haven't really been too impressed with this card. The idea is you weld it a bunch, Goblin Welder, but I haven't really made that happen. I don't really like splashing more colors. It's not that I feel committed to Wall of Omens, but I'm looking at the Mind Twist, and it's kind of hard to justify getting that in. V-Click is a pretty nice card. The Ancestral Visions can be okay, but you know what? I think I'm just going to take Vendilion Click. I think Vendilion Click is great. Oh, I'm going to take Ballista here. There's an Emrakul and an Inkwell. These cards are good, but I found Ballista to be really good. And Ballista's nice because it's great when you have a ton of mana, but also casting it for 2 mana to kill their Dark Confidant or their Birds of Paradise, totally fine too. So happy to take Walking Ballista there. And any Mox Opal enjoyers? I hope not. Oh, no Mox Opals. All right, well, there's Metamorph and Scroll Rack. Scroll Rack actually did wheel. I kind of want to take Scroll Rack. I feel like in an artifact deck, especially with Library, you see a lot of cards. Temporal Mastery, Terminus are really good cards. All right, I think Metamorph is okay, but I like Scroll Rack. It adds a different dimension here. Could be a Land Tax deck. Land Tax, Scroll Rack, a classic combination. And then here, there's an O-Ring. But, you know, I don't even care about this Wall of Omens. O-Ring is just whatever. I'm going to take World Spine in case I get Flash. Flash is also a card you can get a little bit later in these drafts because it's less good. It's not as busted as it was in or is in current cubes. So I think that's worth it. Gonti is the best card here, so I'll just take that. Even though I don't think it's like super likely I play it. I could take Drowned Catacomb to make it more likely. If I'd taken Mind Twist, I guess I could take Catacomb, but I don't know. I don't feel like Gonti is what I want. Library is really nice with Psy and Scroll Rack, so we're getting somewhere there. I don't think I'm gonna Mana Flare here. I guess Sulphur Springs is the best of these. There's like red, black, Duretti. I could weld. Okay, I guess I'll take Pia Nalar as well. I don't think I'm a living death enjoyer. All right. Oh, Talisman came back. What a gift. Okay, that's pretty nice. I don't like that there's a Mox Opal floating out there. Oh, an Elasmic Flame Slash. That card's also pretty good. But it's okay. Wheeling Talisman is nice. All right, here. Oh, Tangle Wire and Winter Orb. I kind of think I just want Winter Orb. This card is so messed up. I have definitely played a lot of decks that just lose straight up to Winter Orb, or at least have a lot of problems with it. Tangle Wire might wheel. I'm not going to assume it does. People do love that card, but of the two, I'd much rather have Winter Orb. And then here, I do like an LED. There's also Candelabra. Candelabra Winter Orb is actually a combo. Here's why. Imagine if I had a Winter Orb and a Worn Power Stone and a Candelabra out. I could be using the Candelabra to untap my lands with Worn Power Stone, building mana and more mana. Here, there's a Jite, a Lion's Eye, a Candelabra, a Colonnade, I guess Cast Out, Umbrella Rites to go with that Gifts. Not really a great Jite setup. I don't want Cast Out. I could take Colonnade. I do have like a Wall of Omens. I could also just take Worm Coil. Worm Coil is pretty good. There's a lot of decks Worm Coil doesn't do that much against. I kind of think I just want Jite. Jite is a really strong card, and I'll pick up some more creatures to equip with it. It's good, really good with Psy already. Oh, there's Academy. Third pick Academy. Let's go. All right, passing Coalition Relic, Everflowing Chalice, Ashiok. Yeah. Oh, and Salvagers to go with that LED. Okay, just something to note. Oh, into Mystic Confluence. Mystic Confluence is amazing. If Terminus wheels, it'll be cute with Scroll Rack. And Commit to Memory is good in these kinds of decks, but Mystic Confluence way too good to pass. I don't love passing a Wasteland. It's really good against me. My two best cards are lands, so Wasteland can be problematic. But oh, and that Candelabra, if that wheels, that would be so sick. Well, I like where we're at now. Okay, here there's Dig Through Time, but that's usually kind of weak in these decks. Because look at this deck. It has no cards that go to the graveyard naturally besides a Mystic Confluence. The rest are all just permanents. There's Saheeli Rai, which I don't think we've seen Felidar yet. And I would have to splash it, but you know, I have a Wall of Omens already that I'm kind of interested in. Let's just take Saheeli for combo purposes, pass a bunch of black, it's fine. Now there's Memory Jar, Wrath, Sundering Titan, Zurin Orb. I like a lot of these cards. I think I just take Jar though. Leveraging all the mana into card draw is really strong. And as much as I love Wrath, I think Jar is more what this deck is trying to go for. And here, I don't think I want Kozilek, and I'm not a Thought Scour deck. I do think I'll take Talisman, because the other thing is, I have Flame Slash and Pia Nalar, and these are ways, like, even if I didn't take Wrath of God, for example, Flame Slash and Pia are pretty good defensive measures. So, and plus, this deck will play pretty much all the Talismans it can, and maybe Saheeli and Flame Slash get in, and Pia. At least for now, we can look at those. And then here, Hangerback Walker. Oh, Big Teferi is amazing. All right, maybe we're back to blue-white here. The Talisman still helps with that, because Wall of Omens and Teferi, I think, are a lot better. I like Hedron Archive and Hangerback well enough, but I think Teferi is just a really strong card, and I'm happy to ramp into it. Okay. Teferi plus Winter Orb? That's actually a combo. End of your turn, you untap 2 land? Wow. Ooh, Tangle Wire came back. I've got Tangle Wire and Winter Orb. I just have to. Tangle Wire Psy is also really nice. Make tokens to tap. There's Archangel Avacyn, but it's not even the best in this deck. And Sulphur Spider Bluff Canal would be good if I ended up splashing the red, but you know what? I'm just going to take me a Tangle Wire. I'm happy enough with that. Okay. Candelabra. Come on, Quinn. Don't do me like this. The problem is Quiniac's passing me in this direction, and he passed the Academy, not knowing whether or not I would take it, but he might have hated the Candelabra. He did not. I think I'm going to take it over LED. Right now, Candelabra looks incredible with Academy, and sometimes it's a little unnecessary. But you could library, go to 8, play a land, untap it with Candelabra, draw again. Like I said, a little unnecessary, but If Salvagers is next, then obviously it would have been nice to take LED, but it's not. And then now I take Everflowing Chalice over Red White Land. Yeah. And here, oh, Monastery Mentor. This could be a nice Monastery Mentor deck. And I'll hate I'll hate a Beast Within. That's the card I want to play against the least. All right. Wow, this looks great going into pack 3, to be honest. All we're missing is a nice little Mox, Soul Ring, a Mana Crypt, something along that lines. But I feel like this deck is looking pretty good. Umezawa's Jite could actually get there too. And if I don't end up playing the Jite, that's also fine. I just think it was just by far the best card in the pack. Okay, well, we did open a Lotus, just the wrong kind. There's a Jace the Mind Sculptor, which I'll be taking. There's a Basalt Monolith, a Disenchant, a Smuggler's Copter, a Port, a Batterskull. So, a bunch of cards I'm interested in, as long as someone takes like Ferocidon, Brimaz, Raphellos, or Frostite, some combination of those, I think I'll get something good, but I'm just taking Jace. Man, Chrome Mox. Well, Chrome Mox actually a little awkward in this kind of deck. Maybe Mox Diamond. I just want cheap artifacts is all I want at this point. And Basalt Monolith would have been nice, but I think Jace the Mind Sculptor is very, very strong. So happy enough taking that. And hoping to pick up, I guess, at some point, a blue-white land would be nice, but, we'll have to wait on that. Well, there's a blue-white land, and this pack actually kind of sucks. I don't think I need another half-on-color talisman, though. I'd have all the Jeskai talismans, which is funny. Yeah, I'll just take Glacial Fortress. That's okay. Over Unexpectedly Absent. It's kind of a bummer second pick here, but what can you do? Third pick, well, now there's Time Spiral. Oh, Retrofitter. I've got to take that. Plus, Venser, Counterspell, Time Spiral, Daze, Sheldock, Frantic Search. There's 6 blue cards in this pack that I want. So as long as someone takes 1 or 2 of these other remaining cards, I'm happy. And Retrofitter is just too good to pass up. I love a Retrofitter. All right, well, I feel like I got a lot of the cheap artifacts I wanted. I could still use a key, like Voltaic Key would I think still be pretty good. Sphinx's Rev would be a really nice one here. Any sort of 0 or 1 mana artifact would be awesome. So we'll have to see what we get here. I've got Sai and Monastery Mentor, so 0 mana artifacts, really sick in this deck. And here, there's a Sword of the Meek. I could take that to spec on Thopter Foundry. There's Elesh Norn, which is just a great card. I think I'm just going to take Elesh Norn. This deck can cast Elesh Norn. Candelabra can get me a double white. And Elesh Norn is just, I have found it to be really, really good. There's the land tax for my scroll rack. There's Jace Vryn's Prodigy. There's Sky Sovereign. I think I'm supposed to take Solemn. True Name is also really good with Jite. Maybe I just take True Name. And sometimes you just cast True Name, you defend your Planeswalkers, or you just attack them. All right, let's just take True Name. If Solemn comes back, I'll be happy, but I've found True Name to be pretty effective. It's funny, in the current Vintage Cube, there's like no chance I would take True Name in an Academy deck, basically. But here, I think that the way the games go, True Name's actually still pretty good. And I might get something back here. Probably not, but you never know. There's Felidar Guardian to go with Saheeli. Okay, there's Day of Judgment and there's Metalworker. Metalworker has some outs to be sure, but I think I just take Day of Judgment here. I don't want to splash a color that much. It's not like I have that much card draw to find my combo, and Day of Judgment's awesome in this kind of deck. So, all right, this looks good to me. Ooh, Hallowed Fountain. I mean, I like Pyrite Spellbomb, but I've got to take Hallowed Fountain here. It's one of the few 0 mana artifact or 1 mana artifacts I wouldn't, or one of the few cards I'd pass up a 1 mana artifact for. Just a blue-white duel is exactly what this deck needs. All right, and here's Karn. Karn is good too, another Planeswalker. Planeswalkers and Wraths. This is like Academy control deck. I like it. And I need to cut a couple cards here. I could side the Elesh Norn. That is also a potential. The Jite. Oh, I kind of like Batterskull over Disenchant. Disenchant is good against me. This is true. Rishadan Port is kind of nice with Winter Orb. But I'm a pretty big Batterskull fan. Though maybe this deck actually does want to Disenchant. I guess I have kind of a lot of expensive stuff. Let's just take the Disenchant. I think that's fine. Here I'll take Duretti's probably kind of annoying to play against. Almost all the blue cards got taken. That's okay. I'll take my Venser. Sword came back. We are at this point know it doesn't do anything. Mishra's Factory. Is that a card I would play? I'm not going to play a Mary Angel. Do I care about hating a Splinter Twin? I feel like I haven't passed much twin stuff. I think I would play a Mishra's Factory. And I'll hate Eidolon here. Okay, so we're not getting anything else. And pass a Lake of the Dead and a Lumberjack. All right, let's go build. All right, I need to take out a couple cards here. I've got, right now, this would be 14 lands. I want to play like 17. This deck doesn't actually have any moxes or anything like that that would make it permissible to play fewer. I kind of like the Jite in the deck, but I'm willing to look at cutting it. My white cards I think are pretty good. Yeah. I guess Scroll Rack is probably cuttable. And let's see if I want so 4, 5, 6, 7 white, and this leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 blue. And then I have another talisman and another white talisman. So I ended up with 9 white and 11 blue. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so color-wise, I actually feel pretty good about my mana. I don't know if I'd really be siding in more of those anyway. So now I just need to cut 2 cards. I mean, I think I cut Venser. I want to cut non-artifacts where I can. And I need to cut 1 more. It could be Elish Norn. It could be Karn Sign of Urza. It could be the True Name. Maybe I side in Venser and True Name. I mean, I think the GTEC could still be good with like Retrofitter, Vendilion Click, Psi tokens, Karn tokens. Not so good with Wall of Omens, of course, or Elish Norn wearing a GT is like pretty unnecessary, I would say. Maybe I do take the True Name out. And I think it can be a really good sideboard card, but there's some matchups where that's not exactly what I would be wanting. Though I could also just take out Wall of Omens. I mean, Wall of Omens is good, but it is cuttable. I like Winter Orb. I like Tangle Wire. Karn, I think, is pretty good. All right, yeah, I think I'm in for this. I do like playing Mishra's Factor. That's another good Umezawa's GT card here. So let's get Mishra's Factory in there. All right, let's do it. All right, time for round 1. I would like to play first. Well, I'm going to keep a hand that has Library of Alexandria on the play. Is Library better on the play or the draw? It's actually a little bit interesting because on the draw, you get to immediately use it on turn 1. Obviously, that's good. But on the play, you get to be ahead on land drops, and you're just a little faster out the gates, which I think is better given that Library is drawing you extra cards. The biggest difference is when you play against a deck that has Thoughtseize or Duress, then you really want to be on the draw with Library and just be able to turn 1 Library and use it. Because imagine now if my opponent goes land, well, Thoughtseize, because Duress actually would miss, then my Library would be off. Uh-oh, I don't like that they're playing something on turn 1. That's the best way to beat Library. Duress, please Duress, please Duress. Touchdown me. All right, get in there. This is such a beautiful screenshot. I didn't actually take one, but this was just, oh man, that was nice. Okay, let's go ahead and draw a card. Play Island, I guess, and pass the turn. It doesn't really matter whether I play Island or Plains in that particular instance. Pack Rat. No, that is a good way to try to beat Library. It's true. I don't really have any instance here. Let's just play Hallowed Fountain tapped. Pass the turn. And Library, end of turn. Basically, the Pack Rat, if they're going to go on the Pack Rat plan, that you have to just commit fully. So yeah, they are. They're making a Pack Rat here. All right, need to find, discarding and bearer. It's nice. I need to find Day of Judgment. Okay, I could have libraried main phase to hope to draw a 1-drop, but I didn't want to discard. And I actually think it's better this way because now I'm going to skip a turn of librarying here. Because I'm going to go Psi and Retrofitter. And then Retrofitter Psi is disgusting. You can sack the Thopter token to make a 4/4. My opponent might not know that because it's an interaction between 2 different cards that aren't really all that commonly played together. All right, if you've got a removal spell, you've got a removal spell. Fine by me. Wait, hold on. I think actually I think I'd rather kill the token and not the original. Can make rat into a 3/3, but that doesn't do much. This game is just over if they don't have a way to kill the 4/4. Or maybe they have like a wrath or something? Because they just lost both their rats. Yeah. We take those. Starting with the duress that's whiffed, this game has not gone well for my opponent. I mean, I guess they could have like a sweeper or something. It doesn't look like that's what's going on though. Now I get to library again. I also get to play GTA and equip it. Recruiter of the Guard. Okay, they're on a different plan now. We own that pack rat so hard. I'm gonna go ahead and probably GTA equip onto Psy or something. They don't have snuff out already. Let's draw back on the library plan, of course. Land. Was GTA make a counter? And actually, I'm going to equip the construct because they're already going to want to Chupacabra the Psy. So no reason not to stack the GTA on the slightly worse creature, though. I mean, they're just, I don't really think that they have a possible chance of winning on my head by every single metric. Life total, cards, board presence, everything. I mean, I can play a Chupacabra here. It's true. Okay, Psy is dead. Did his job, I would say. Sack-Thopter make a 4/4. I mean, Retrofitter also is just sick here. Oh, and there's an Academy? Dece, let's play Academy. Let's send and ping the Recruiter. I mean, I could have gone for lethal with the Mystic Confluence, but that just, no chance that's right. Okay, Obzon Stuff. This seems like the matchup where True Name would be decent. Maybe I on the draw I cut Winter Orb and Tangle Wire for True Name and Venser. I think I'll try that. They're both very good against Pack Rat. Like they attack with Pack Rat, and you're like Venser, bounce a token, block another rat, or do you just play True Name and the Pack Rats have a hard time attacking? So I like the sideboard plan. We'll see how this goes on the draw here. My deck is a little slow. That's probably the biggest risk. All right, well, once again, turn 1 LOA. And if they have duress, I'll just go library go. It'll be like I'm on the play. If they don't have duress, then we get to go nuts. Okay, no duress, and I go library. And I don't think any real reason to play Urza's Bauble because I don't think I'm cashing it in right now. So I'll just pass. Library of Alexandria is so busted. It goes up and down in my estimation in the current vintage cube. There's some decks where you can't really even afford to play it, but all right, pack red it is. In retro cube, it is just really something. All right, draw. There's the Psy. Okay, I'm gonna take a turn off librarying to play a Talisman because next turn that sets up draw to 8, island to 7, draw to 8, Psy to 7, bobble to 6, which still lets me library, but also I could sack the bobble. So I think taking a turn off to develop our mana base is good. Oh, this is a tough way to go about it. If you're pack ratting using Lotus Petal, that is rough. All right, hit for 2. Draw. Play planes, I guess. Draw. Psy, Master Thopterist, Urza's Bauble. And I don't think I'm going to play the Everflowing Chalice. I don't need to draw a card or to make a 1/1 that badly that I'll throw away that because I think casting Chalice for 2 and into Elish Norn looks pretty good. Okay, they drew a land so they can attack and make some ratoncitos. Psy can block 1. I could force the pack rat activation by double blocking, but that doesn't seem like a very good idea. So let's just block there. Okay, they're pack ratting. I'm going to crack this bauble, I think. What do you got left? Recruiter of the Guard, sure. Okay, boom. Draw. Draw. Let's go Talisman of Progress. Draw a card off library now, I think. I want to draw before playing a land in case I drew Academy. Oh, Warren Power Stone? All right, then I'll just do that. Go to 6 cards. Still have library up next turn. Pass the turn, and now the rats are a big threat for sure. They're all 4/4s. Yeah. So I guess I should block something. Well, I don't have to. I could take 12 down to 3. I think I'll block with 1 Thopter. I could, hold on. I'd give up Psi. I could quad block. That's what happens here. They make a token and then trade for Psi, or they trade for the 3 Thopters. All right, I think that's fine. And once again, I'm blocking the token. I do have bounce, I guess, but I'll have a token to bounce no matter what. And I think having a rat in their graveyard is probably better for them. Let's see. Discard. Probably kill the Psi, which is what I was hoping, actually, because I have the Elish Norn coming. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So draw off library. I guess I'll just take 1 here. Play Elish Norn. Play land. Pass the turn. I could attack with the Thopters, but if they kill Elish Norn, I don't want to just die. And I could definitely lose if they kill Elish Norn. This looks like a Chupacabra. Yeah. Okay, so now the rats are 3/3s. Unfortunately, I can't triple block and kill a rat. Taking 1 off the Talisman, which is unfortunately how I had to do it. I think I'll block down and hope to find Wrath here. Oh, Ballista. Okay, let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 mana. So I could play 4/4 Ballista and kill a bunch of rats. Kill a rat? I think I'd rather Wall of Omens. Because if I draw Academy and Wrath, oh, Retrofitter. Okay. 6. So if I go Retrofitter, make a token, untap. Yeah, all right. I get to kind of do some of those things. Though actually, do you want to play Dynamo? No, because I really want to draw off library next turn. So let's just pass here. I don't die to a removal spell here. But things are getting a little dicey. Yeah, the Elish Norn plan didn't quite work out. All right. Make a servo. Block, block. Retrofitter. Sack a servo. Okay. I mean, as things currently stand, my Wall of Omens is also living, so they kind of want to make a rat, otherwise my wall stays alive. All right, so they are making a rat. And I go to 2. Let's see, let's draw. Memory jar. Let's start by just drawing 1. Mishra's Factory, interesting. On to 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 mana. So I can make a 5/5 Ballista. Could also make a 4/4 Ballista. Then I die. Let's see, I can make 5 mana to make a token. I can make token Mishra's. I think I give up on library for now. So let's see, play Mishra's Factory, animate Mishra's, make a token with Retrofitter, untap it. So I could make a Ballista for 1 here, or I could make a Ballista for 3. If I chalice for 3, I can make a Ballista for 2. No, let's chalice for 1. If I chalice for 1, make a Ballista for 3. I'm 1 short of making a Ballista for 4. But I think the Mishra's Factory is pretty important. I guess if I guess I'm dead to a removal spell either way. Alternately, I could crack Jar and hope that it's exactly no. I think I'm gonna play a Ballista Chalice for 1 and then Ballista for 3. Okay. That'll be my plan. All right. Yeah, Pack Rat's a great card. They need to peel land 4 to make the Chupacabra, but they did, and now I kind of got to deal with it here. The only thing I don't like here is I really wish that I could kill a rat with the ballista, because right now I am dead to any removal. Okay, that's a good sign. They hit a land, but probably just means they're going to make a pack rat here. Oh, wait. Am I? Oh, I needed to leave 2 up for retrofitter. That's what I didn't do. Okay. Yeah, I guess I do just die then, because the thought I was thinking Thopter could make retrofitter a token for 0, but it did not work out. 1 short. Or I could have done that one a little better. Yeah, like I short circuited there and was trying to 2-tap make a Thopter, not. And this didn't put me up in blockers. All right, well, I still like the sideboard plan I've got. That was my game to win for sure, but let's see if I can get this one too. All right. No opening hand library. It's going to be a little bit tougher. I'll keep Candelabra in hand because, first of all, if I get duress, they're taking the GTA anyway. Candelabra makes a Monastery Mentor token. Okay, there goes duress for mine was GTA. It's unfortunate. All right. Can I get something gassy? I don't care. Play the Hallowed Fountain. All right, Mentor. They have turn 2 Pack Rat. Mentor can outpace Pack Rat sometimes, but okay, they have a Wayfinder. Oh, Voice of Resurgence. That's actually not a big deal. Land. I'm just going to play Mentor. Hopefully I get under Chupacabra here and get at least 1 Monk token out of the deal. All right, we're going to have a different game this time. Let's hope to draw Jace, Mystic Confluence, Teferi, Karn. Basically, any of my Planeswalkers would be really nice. Venser, True Name. They're going to Recruiter of the Guard for a Ravenous Chupacabra, perhaps. Yeah, so I needed to make a Ballista as a 2/2, not a 3/3. I needed to not basically play all the things I played last game, like that last turn. I could have either not played Dynamo and Chalice or made Ballista a little smaller. Okay, I really like Memory Jar. Let's go Wall of Omens. See if I draw a Talisman or something. Oh, there's the library. A little late on that, but I guess I do have Jar. So there's some possibilities, though that seems a little thin. I don't really know what flash creature they could have, so I'm just going to attack the Mentor. It's like Endurance or something. They gotta have something here, right? They thought for a while and then just didn't play anything? Okay. I mean, I assume I'm getting Chupacabra here. Or they have Necropotence? That would be funny. Oh, Recurring Nightmare, but no creatures in the graveyard. Okay. 1 Power Stone. Let's just get this Jar down. Okay. Oh, Mana Tithe? That's their card? Okay. Sure. I'm fine trading for a token. Yes, they can get the Voice of Resurgence back, but that doesn't really do all that much. Mana Tithe, huh? It does not look like a Mana Tithe deck to me, but sure. All right. Hopefully I don't exhume the voice. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't feel too bad about this situation. Need another big spell probably, because I got my jar mana tithed. All right. Mhm. Okay. So, I mean, I can't attack anymore. I'm just going to keep playing lands. I think this library is just not going to make the cut. All right. Now, if I just draw any guess, then I'm in pretty good shape. Retrofitter Foundry, any of my planeswalkers, action, Psy. Okay. Psy is not a 0. They already can't kill my mentor, so it's not like they're sitting on a bunch of kill spells. And here I could sack Candelabra and Worn Powerstone to draw a card. I don't really want to do that, but I definitely could. Oh no, they have a 6 drop. If it's Wormcoil Engine, that works for me. Wormcoil, at least, like, yes, they can maybe get some recurring Nightmare Wormcoil stuff going, but if I draw any of my good card draw spells, I can go above that pretty quickly. They should attack with Tarmogoyf, though. That is unquestionable. Oh, and the elemental token. I mean, they got to start getting a move on. Every spell I draw is like tons of value. All right, let's just wait here. Take the damage. All right. Not land, not land, please not land. Okay, that is not land. Karn. Now, what do I do with this Karn? If I make a token be a 3/3, I think I'll just +1 it. Reveal the top 2 cards. I revealed 2 lands. All right, well, I'm glad I didn't draw those lands. Guess I play my island. There's some thought to trying to get to library, but we're not there yet. All right, you know, it's going to be a close one, but I feel like if I draw any spell, I'm in pretty good shape. I've gone through a pretty good amount of my lands. They're just attacking me with everything, probably. Well, not the voice, but everything else. I mean, I'm just going to start chumping with monk tokens soon here. Oh, not. Okay. Well, chump, chump. Plan go. Or just go. Go also works spell. Okay, that does count as a spell. Let's reveal my top 2 cards. Hit Vendilion Click and Retrofitter. There we go. I just need to protect Karn for 1 turn, and I get that Retrofitter. I knew that I wasn't going to get the Retrofitter, but the fact that the Dynamo makes 2 tokens here. All right, let's pass the turn, and then let's upkeep click them, and then we're going to go off with Retrofitter very quickly. So don't kill Karn, don't kill Karn. They're going to get an elemental token from this, and I understand that, but I think that's okay. Because if Retrofitter's going, none of their creatures matter. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Karmic Guide, Pack Rat, Unburial Rites. All right, you can have those cards. Those cards don't do anything. Okay. So now I even get to like use Psy here, which I think I will. Attack me with the voice too, because yeah, you can get it back for free. All right, so let's go Thopter token. So I can sack 2 artifacts to draw a card. Actually, I don't really want to sack any of my artifacts. Let's see. Chump. Block voice. Chump. Chump. And what can they do? Play a Karmic Guide? Oh, play a Pack Rat. Sure, yeah. I mean, if I find Academy, it's just completely bonkers. But even if I don't, oh, look, they can discard Karmic Guide to Pack Rat and then Recurring Nightmare. Like, they're going to go off pretty hard here, but I don't think that this is going to be enough. But the problem for them is that like Wormcoil just gets blocked by tokens. Okay, take my turn. I mean, we'll see. Their board's going pretty wide. Any Tolarian Academies? Oh, Teferi. I like that. Okay, so let's start by going Teferi. And I think drawing a card. I don't think there's anything. I guess I could put the Wormcoil back. But drawing a card sounds pretty good. Let's just do that. Bauble, Because now if I find Academy, it's just going to be over so quickly. Okay. -1, put Retrofitter into hand, play Retrofitter, make tokens again, and pass the turn. And see what you got, I guess. I mean, I could bobble here. I guess I could draw Mystic Confluence, and the only real drawback is a discard spell, which we've already seen the one that they played. I'm not going to pay the Echo and Karmic God, I wouldn't imagine, because you want a recurring nightmare that thing up. But now, I'm kind of glad I threw game 2, because this game is going to be a lot sweeter. But Elesh Norn is going to be a big part of my plan. I mean, look at the cards I have left in my deck. I have Elesh Norn, Tolarian Academy. I have Jace the Mind Sculptor. Like, those are the real deal. At some point, I could ult this to Fairy, probably. Because, like, how do you get through? You go a bunch of 9/9s. Retrofitter can, like, make a bunch of tokens. Sai can make a bunch of tokens. Mentor. Like, I just making all these tokens. And, like, I guess I am losing a bunch of tokens this turn. But I feel like I can make some good blocks, too. All right. Yeah. Send with everything. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 attackers, but I'll block there. So let's tap this and sack a Thopter to make a 4/4. I'm gonna want to do that. I'm gonna untap this, make a token. Well, hold on. Do I need to make another token? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So chump, 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 4 things with 1, 2, 3, 4. Click, I can block Pack Rat with. I don't mind losing the Vendilion Click. It's not doing that much for me. If I block Click with Pack Rat. Oh, I guess they can double pump the Pack Rat. Okay, so maybe I don't do that. Sai blocks Voice. This eats the token. Oh, Click can block the Death Touch token. So right now, blocks Voice. Chump 5 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of the rats, and letting one rat through, and then sacking both Thopter tokens to make that. And oh, I guess I'm not using Sai at that point. Interesting. Okay, so the other option, no, I do want to use Sai, or I don't want to use Sai, I don't think. So let's Mentor's currently not going to block, so I'm going to block 8 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I think this is going to be what I want. 4 blocks there. Chump there. Chump there. Chump there. Chump there. Chump one of the rats. Okay. Nothing has trample. Opponent has to decide if they want to use the rat token. Sack a Thopter, make a 4/4. Sack a Thopter, make a 4/4. And I guess that's it. Kind of wasted some mana, which I don't love, but I think is okay. I go to 7. But I end up with a bunch of 4/4s in play. And just recurring nightmare. Sack Worm Coil to get Karmic Guide. So basically my opponent's paying 6 mana to get a rat and 2 Worm Coil tokens every turn. And if I draw Academy, it goes pretty nuts. Mystic Confluence is kind of interesting. All right, let's just draw. So now there's Karn, and I think I just use Karn to make a token at this point. So let's draw with Teferi here, I think. I could minus and put a Worm Coil back, but I think that me drawing Academy is so much better than anything else that could happen here. And if I make a token with Karn, I guess it'll maybe eat. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. All right. Let's do construct, talisman, make some tokens. Because every artifact I play makes 2 tokens. Okay. Land, ever-flowing chalice. Let's just invest in the future. Let's because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. Yeah, I'll have plenty of blockers, I think. And I'm untapping 2 lands with Teferi too. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. And pass the turn. Untap these 2. Oh man, if I get to untap Academy with Teferi end of turn, after it's tapping for 15 mana, yeah, I think that'll outpower what they're doing. They're doing some good stuff. If they were playing against a red-green deck, they'd probably be beating the crap out of them. And if they kill my Retrofitter, which is my most important permanent in play, that could also be bad. But as things currently stand, they're not going anywhere. I mean, if they got like a Chupacabra with a Recurring Nightmare, I don't think that would be enough. If they got a Reclamation Sage with a Recurring Nightmare, that might be enough. But Flicker Wisp. Okay. Well, Flicker Wisp means I'm not going to be making golems with the Karn anymore, I guess. Because that's what happens there. I could sack this to draw a card. I'd have to sack another artifact as well. I think that's probably worth it because I have some pretty crazy cards to draw. I'll sack the Talisman, I think. All right. And wow, they can sack Flicker Wisp to Recurring Nightmare, get back Karmic Guide the Flicker Wisp. I don't know what then though. That's about the end of where I got. All right, the rats are potentially 4/4s. So I guess I don't mind blocking down the rats with my constructs. And so I'm probably going to want to make a servo. Untap Retrofitter. And right now, I could tap, sack, untap. So I guess I can make another servo. Actually, no, I think I'm just going to waste mana, a little bit of mana again. All right, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Block. Take out these pack rats. They can discard a card to make all my things go away, but that's okay. Block, 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 and block. No, hold on. There's a better block here. If I put Construct on the Death Toucher and Monk Token here, if they make these into 4/4s, this dies, then that rat dies, and then these trade. Okay. And yeah, they're ratting. Perfect. Oh no, this won't die. It'll be a 2/2 now. That's fine. Sack, Thopter. Untap Retrofitter. Sack, Thopter. And I guess I'll use Psy again here. Well, do I want to use Psy? I have a servo I can sack for free, but then I'd have to sack a 4/4 also. I don't want to sack either of those 4/4s or that one really. I think I just let that happen probably. No, I've got some cards that are too good. So let's sack servo, and I guess instead of making this construct, I could have just sacked it, whatever. Let's just draw. All right. I could also at some point draw Day of Judgment. 13 cards left. It's like Academy, Mystic Confluence, Venser, Day of Judgment, Elish Norn. Island, apparently. My only other card of the silver counters an island. All right, let's +1 Karn. See what I hit here. I hit Day of Judgment, Island. Okay. Well, it cleared those off the board. Currently, if I'm in a bad spot, how many can I make? I think I just need a +1 Teferi because every spell I draw is 2 also. Talisman makes 2 tokens. Draw. Make a retro. Play Mishra's Factory as an additional blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, yeah, I'll be fine here. I think I've used both my planeswalkers. Untap 2 lands. So my 9 cards left are Tolarian Academy, Mystic Confluence, Elish Norn, Venser, True Name Nemesis, and a couple lands. Okay. This looks like a pre-combat Flicker Wisp, perhaps? Sacking Voice. Oh, they milled Acidic Slime. I didn't see that. Okay. That is going to make things a little trickier for sure. Killing the Retrofitter. Let's untap the Retrofitter. I missed the Slime Ball. Yeah, slime is going to be bad for me. That is the sort of thing that I could lose to for sure. Let's make a untap, tap that. Make a servo. My Walking Ballista is not yet gone either. Untap this. Create a servo. Untap this. And do I want to make a 4/4? I don't really think I do. I think I just want to make servos here and create another servo. Well, actually, I kind of want to use Psi this turn to draw some cards, because so I think I'm just going to Candelabra 2 islands. And I think I keep the Thopter token because it blocks the Teferi. Let's see, at 1, 2, 9 blockers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, all right. Retro down. Yeah, the Slime Ball might get me here. Turns out putting Recurring Nightmare on the bottom could have worked out, but... Okay, they sack Slime to get Karmic Guide. I don't know what the second... I guess they kill Candelabra, maybe? Or they kill the 4/4. Kind of should kill Candelabra, I think, but I don't know. Because luckily Slime is not... It can't kill Planeswalkers. I could also tuck with Teferi if I need to. Could have also drawn Mystic Confluence. That would have also worked out, but I think I still actually have enough to win here. What do I have left? Because I have the Ballista and the True Name and the Elish Norn and the Jace the Mind Sculptor. Wow, my deck is all my best cards left. I did draw the Retrofitter. That was the important one. Okay. Sure. Construct down, I guess. And because I'm going to Day of Judgment, I don't even need to keep Mentor or Psi alive here. And I would like to kill the Wormcoil Engine, if I can. Though I guess killing the Wormcoil is probably a no-go given the situation here. Yeah, so my 9 cards left. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 14. So 3 lands. It's Academy and 2 other lands. And then my 6 spells are Jace, Mystic Confluence, Venser, True Name, Elish Norn, and I drew my 2 talismans. What is my last? Oh, Ballista. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, they should attack with everything. Things are getting blown up. Okay, so I might not want to animate Factory. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 attackers. And right now I have 7 blockers. So I could take 2 damage here from a pack rat. Because I think losing factory seems unnecessary. I can't kill the worm coil given those constraints, but I can block everything else. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. And I get to draw 2 cards off that also. So let's block. Oh wait. Hold on. The Thopter has to block the Flicker Wisp. I mean, I'll block the rat like this. Yeah, I guess. Is there any way to switch mentor and put a mentor on a rat? No, I don't really think that makes sense. Okay, I'll block like that. I don't think I'm going to get decked here with a Jace around and a Teferi, so I think I'm just going to use Psy, sack the 2 servos to draw a card. Sack those 2 to draw a card. Okay. I go to 5. They say go. I can even just counter the Recurring Nightmare when it comes back down now, which I think will be nice. Let's go Karn. -1. Day of Judgment in my hand. I could minus on the Worm Coil, but I could, if I, do I want to get Teferi Emblem is kind of my question. I think I can get to Teferi Emblem. I have 6 cards. I draw to 5 cards. Next turn, draw to 4 cards. Teferi draw to 3 cards. Next turn, draw to 2 cards. Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't be able to Emblem. Hold on. 6 cards. I +1, go to 5 cards. Draw for my turn, go to 4 cards. +1 Teferi and go to 3 cards. Draw for my turn, go to 2 cards. Minus Teferi Emblem, but then that's it. So in that case, yeah, let's just put Worm Coil on top. Wrath. Used Karn. True Name. Pick you. Animate Factory. And I guess I can pump the factory. Yeah. And then Cantaloupe. And play Glacial Fortress. And then Candelabra 1, 2. And then attack for 3. Yeah, let's get in there. All right. That was a lot. That was pretty messy, but I think we're actually fine now. They have Unburial Rites and Recurring Nightmare and Worm Coil in 2 turns. I mean, I guess I had Mystic Confluence that I could bounce the Worm Coil tokens with as well. But this flashback of Burial Rites on Karmic Guide or something. And then they get Slime Ball. Okay. Or Flicker Wisp, I guess. Well, hold on. If they Flicker Wisp the Karmic Guide, I'm at 5. What can they flicker though? Or they can get back they can get back a Voice of Resurgence or Acidic Slime. Okay. I think that's actually fine. And the reason I think that's fine is I would really like to counter Recurring Nightmare. I think that card is the one that's way more likely to cause me problems. Okay, Karmic Guide is flickered. Counter bounce. I think I'll just bounce the Flicker Wisp. Yeah, I could also Teferi it. No, I'm just going to bounce it, I think. Yeah. Okay. Just don't want them having a Flicker Wisp in play if I can avoid it. And then they're going to pass the turn. I'm going to take my turn. Karma Guide comes back in. Could get like Pack Rat or something. Tarmogoyf? Acidic Slime? Voice? I don't know. I can use Teferi to tuck. The thing is, Flicker Wisp plus Karmic Guide is 5 points in the air, so I don't really want to be dealing with that. I know I can use Teferi to tuck something, but I guess what they could do... Let's see, I'm going to get a slime, because that can also block my... well, it can also just kill my Mishra's Factory. Unfortunately, this isn't non-creature, so I couldn't I couldn't save it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's tuck Acidic Slime. Land. Would have been nice to draw Academy first. 17, 20, so make a 10-10 Ballista. And then I'll make a construct with Karn. This has been such a sick game. 10-10 Ballista. Make a construct. Attack, and I guess I untap 2 lands. Oh, I don't even untap because Teferi is I use the minus ability on Teferi. Okay, Karmic Guide down. Way more than lethal here. Top card is Wormcoil, followed by Acidic Slime. Has Flicker Wisp in hand. Can flicker the Ballista, and then I get to shoot the Flicker Wisp and nug my opponent for 9 here. And then my construct token will hopefully finish the job. The Academy at this point is no longer going to do anything because I've managed to draw every card in my deck without it. But I still have Jace Venser and Elish Norn in Tolarian Academy, and I think 1 land. Yeah, my deck's got a lot of gas. This is not one of the Gaslight Academy decks, I feel like. I feel like sometimes I draft Academy decks with a bit much air. This is, I don't think, one of those times. Candelabra of Tawnos, quietly doing nothing but make a token this whole game. Oh, it pumped for 1 extra off Mishra's Factory. Boom. What is this? Sun Titan. Okay. Well, what do you get back? Huh. That doesn't seem as good as Flicker Wisp. Well, Flicker Wisp, I guess, kills you, so sure. Get back Tarmogoyf? Okay. All right, fair enough. It's not unreasonable. Draw for turn. Jace, I'm going to plus Teferi. I have some cards that are lethal here. Like Venser. Go Jace. Bounce Tarmogoyf. They block Ballista and then take 10. So I guess I can even just leave Venser in hand as a... I'll even make another Karn token. As protection here, because this is lethal. Get a chump here. Chump Ballista, take 11, and then Ballista wins the game. I don't shoot Ballista while it has Sun Titan damage on. Not going to mess that one up. Messed up plenty of this match. Whew. Look at that. What a grind. Whew. After all that, right back in game 2 or round 2 against Strider, who's on like Esper artifacts with like brain freeze. Strider is the one who took my my Mox Opal. Well, we'll see who artifacts better, huh? Okay. Let's go Mishra's Factory into Talisman, I think. I have bigger dreams for this Everflowing Chalice. Maybe I'll make it for X equals 2 or 3, we'll see. Hopefully not Metalworker. Oh, Ashiok. That's unfortunate. All right. I just knew because he didn't tap the caves for the right mana. Okay. Well, no Academy, please. Hit Island, Plains 3. All right. I think I changed my mind. Chalice for 1. Worn Power Stone. Because I don't think I'm going to be wanting to cast more stuff. I think I need to start attacking Ashiok in some form or fashion. All right, what'd you get? What'd you get? Tangle Wire, Library, Memory Jar. All right, that's so far not so bad either. Ashiok's dangerous, of course. Next turn, I can hit Ashiok with Mishras, but that doesn't really do that much. 1, 2, 3. I could play Elish Norn, but that doesn't seem very good either. Really, what I need to draw is Teferi. I mean, any of the Planeswalkers would be kind of nice. Well, Karn's gone, so it'd be like Teferi or Jace. Okay, well, Elish Norn's gotten a little more appealing. 1, 2, 3. So I guess I can just do this. This kills the Jace and gives Strider something to deal with. Would have been nice to be able to factory and attack Ashiok for damage too. Didn't want to get dazed, so I played Island. All right, Ashiok's going to start by plussing because there's no creatures to hit. Okay, milled a bunch more lands. And a Wall of Omens. 2 more lands and a Wall of Omens. All right, no answers to Elish Norn would be really nice. If I got to untap here, that'd be the dream. Obviously, that's not like the most likely. But Strider's deck doesn't necessarily have room for a lot of removal. So, deep analysis. Okay, I'm okay with that too. Into deep analysis. Yeah, that was a fine turn for me. Oh, yes. All right, so let's go Island. Let's animate Mishra's Factory. Let's attack. Just attack. No, I'll attack Ashiok for 8. If Wall hadn't been exiled, I would have attacked Strider for 8+8. But the fact that a Strider could put a Wall into play makes that not good. And then now I'll play Winter Orb. Oh yeah. I still have Mystic Confluence up too. Winter Orb blows up like 3 of Strider's lands. That's sick. And because I have all artifacts, if I have to cast Mystic Confluence, it's going to tap me out. But at that point, I won't have anything else I need to do anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. All right. Plus Ashiok. Teferi. Day of Judgment in another land. Okay with all that. And nice land, a nice Mystic Confluence. Ashiok is a good combo with Brain Freeze. I do have to watch out for that. But Mystic Confluence is actually pretty nice against Brain Freeze. I can counter 3 Brain Freeze copies if Strider like taps out to Brain Freeze me. Ponder, not particularly good into Winter Orb. Spending mana to cantrip when basically all your lands are kind of like Lotus Petals. Like this game is not going to last long enough for Strider to untap all of those lands is my bet. So given that, it's almost like you Lotus Petaled out of Ponder, which unsurprisingly is not an ideal play. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with Ancestral too. Is this going to be Brain Freeze? Okay, it's spell count 2. It's pretty hard to storm against a Winter Orb. Talisman. This looks to me like a Brain Freeze. Oh, no, just passing the turn. All right. Untap my Factory. Pay the life, because with Winter Orb out, you basically always do. Attack Ashiok, attack Strider. Okay. Ashiok down, and I think it's worth playing Retrofitter because it makes a 3/3. So pass. Actually have lethal thanks to the extra point of damage I think that the Talisman did. So now I counter whatever Strider plays, assuming just one spell, make a Retrofitter token end of turn, and attack for 11 with Factory plus Elish Norn plus Retrofitter. This is a matchup where Winter Orb will probably not be getting sided out. Strider does have like the artifact sub-theme. It's got like Metalworker in his deck, but like even so, I think Winter Orb can just mess up a deck that has Brainstorm, Ponder, Ancestral. Like one of the ways to make Ancestral not good, restrict their mana supply. Look, Strider's 8 cards in hand. I have 1. Still, I mean, I have 1, but I have my Elish Norn in play, which is like 3 cards about, maybe more. But still, Strider has all these cards in hand and is going to be able to deploy maybe 1 of them. I mean, we'll see. Maybe 2. It's possible. Psy plus Retrofitter did some pretty good work last match. I will say that. Game 1, block no pack rat. All right. Not tapping the Talisman, so definitely has another spell coming. It says dig through time? Strider. You're out of control. Yeah, go for it. This has got to be dig through time. Yeah. I wish I love drawing cards as much or anything as much as Strider loves drawing cards. I mean, I also love drawing cards a lot, but like when you're getting Winter Orbed and attacked by multiple creatures, casting Ancestral Ponder, Dig Through Time as your last three spells is like, all right, do your thing. Storm count is 1. Brainstorm or Brain Freeze needs 5 here. It's going to be somewhat difficult. I don't want Jite for sure. I will take a Venser and a Disenchant probably. Day of Judgment maybe goes out. Disenchant seems a lot better because maybe Strider has Sphinx the Steel Wind in deck. Maybe not though. Against so bad against Teferi and Jace and all that. Because I think I want to put in Disenchant and Venser, just a little bit more disruptive elements, taking out Day of Judgment, and I'm not sure what the second card is because I think Winter Orb and Tangle Wire look pretty good, but we'll have to see. All right, well, he's dug through time into Mox Opal. Okay, I'm sure that's part of the victory condition involves being able to Opal and Brain Freeze or something. Oh, all right. Retrofitter. Draw. Draw step. What you got over there, Strider? All right, well, let's animate Mishra's. Mishra's Factory has been doing good work. I like it. All right. Attack. What is this? Commit memory. All right. Counter target spell, draw 2 cards. Yeah, I guess I just counter it twice and draw 1 card. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Mystic Confluence and barring a Force of Will, that is a dub. All right. Into game 2, Venser, Disenchant in. Oh, I guess I could take out Wall of Omens. I'll keep Peelish Norn. It's not even the best, but I don't know. I have a lot of tokens. It could do something. Let's do it. Alrighty, time for game 2. I kept this one on the draw here, and oh, is that? Could it be a Library of Alexandria? A card that is guaranteed to be good against Strider? Brain Freeze is actually quietly one of the cards I'm most worried about in this matchup. Just because if Strider like Ashioks me a bunch and then Brain Freezes, it could be really annoying. All right. Once again, I'm going to take a turn off librarying to develop my mana base. I feel like instead of drawing and discarding, I could just spend my mana. Seems way better. Ashiok would be annoying here. So I'm at 7, I go to 8. But thing is, since I was on the draw and got to draw a card off library, even if my next turn, which it most likely will be, is land Planeswalker, I'm still on the library track. If Strider leaves up mana, I'm probably going to go draw to 8, land a 7, draw to 8, Warren Power Stone instead. Just because if I'm going to get my spell for the turn countered, I still want to draw off library. Been a nice smooth library draw. Whoa, discarded Show and Tell and played City of Traders. Okay, so we got some action here, I guess. Talisman Ashiok. Strider plays Ashiok. I'm going to play Karn most likely, but all right, just passing the turn. Draw. That's a good one, but I don't need to reveal that one quite yet. 7 cards. Draw. Into Warren Power Stone. All right, no counters. I guess I could have maybe resolved a Planeswalker. How much mana do I have next turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can just play 2 Planeswalkers next turn. Hopefully I'm not getting mind twisted here. Gilded Lotus. Okay. Mox Opal. Yeah, this is pretty strong. It's a lot of mana production. Doing something like this is a good way to beat Library of Alexandria. If you can get up to 10 mana, 9 mana right over here. Oh, discarded Workshop. The timing on the Jace didn't work out maybe ideally for that. This Vidalcan Shackles. That one I'm a little less worried about. All right, so let's play Academy. And I think I'm going to draw a card. I like that idea. Tangle Wire. Tap Shackles for 1. Maybe. Let's see. If I cast Dynamo, I'll have 4. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of go for it all. Dynamo. Tangle Wire. Jace the Mind Sculptor, and bounce JVP. Okay, pass the turn. I am off library, but not even really, because next turn I can draw to 6, then Jace Brainstorm up to 7. Yep, Shackles is the freebie, and then you tap Island, Swamp, Talisman most likely. And then next turn, I'm probably hoping to -3 to Fairy on that Gilded Lotus. Oh, actually, tapping Opal could make sense if you think you're going to go down on artifact count, but I guess it doesn't matter. We'll see. All right, what you got here? Bribery? No, that wouldn't be very good at deep analysis. I love me a deep analysis, but both games when Strider cast deep analysis, I was pretty happy. So I'm just saying. Tangle Wire is also kind of nice against City of Traders. Either you play another permanent and the city goes away, in which case the Tangle Wire is still kind of doing something, or you don't, in which case, well, the Tangle Wire is still kind of doing something. It doesn't. The point is, City of Traders doesn't let you up your permanent count, which is all Tangle Wire cares about. Next turn, I'm just going to tap down some things, and then he could flashback deep or play Jace. Playing Jace kind of makes me use Jace the Mind Sculptor, which could be worth it, but obviously flashing back deep accomplishes more for Strider. It kind of depends on how good Strider's hand is. Strider also hasn't played a land yet. But if I bounce Gilded Lotus, then you tap those 3. Yeah, you might not want to play a land. City Traders is better. All right, so it's fade first, and then tap. And I guess I'll tap Talisman Island. I mean, there's a good chance I don't just tap Library of Alexandria for mana here. How much mana do I have? I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 mana. See, if I brainstorm with Jace, I get to library. That's a lot of cards. I'll let Strider use a Jace, I guess. Okay, I'll put these 2 on top. Draw. I mean, this is just a bloodbath here. So let's go Karn, 1 floating. Yeah. Make a token. Teferi. Plains. Disenchant Gilded Lotus. And I'll just +1 Teferi, and then I'll have Mystic Confluence up on my end step. Untap these 2. I could, he's going to untap the Shackles. He's going to get Tangle Wired for 3 here. And I have enough mana. Technically, I could go Mystic Confluence, draw 3 cards, then use Library. I'm not going to need to do that, I don't think. But my deck's playing out really nicely here. Like, this has been some really impressive stuff. Even the Tangle Wire is actually really nicely trading 3 of my mana, and not even 3 because it powers the Academy. Let's just say even 3. I traded 3 mana plus tapping a couple things on upkeep for severely constraining Strider's ability to play the game. I'm gonna look at it right now. Strider has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 cards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 18 cards or something. I mean, obviously not all cards are exactly equal, but I have drawn a lot of stuff. Okay, Jace has been flipped. Still taps down 3 things. And I still have Mystic Confluence up. And then next turn, I can like minus thing. Oh, Jace Shackles is a combo. -2, -0, and then you can Shackles it. Whatever this is. This like a Tinker or something? Oh, Frantic Search. Okay. It's good with City of Traders. Generated a mana. Frantic Search is good against Tangle Wire. You float the mana, tap all your stuff, then after the Tangle Wire is resolved, you Frantic Search. Or against Winter Orb. Oh, Winter Orb would also be kind of a nice one. Winter Orb Teferi is quite the combo. Oh, and we are crushing with this like nice Academy deck. I just really can't think of anything better. Discard Sundering Titan and Island. Yeah, Sundering Titan wouldn't do a whole lot here, I will admit. Brain Freeze is the only card I'm scared about here. So I'm going to want to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Ancestral is also fine. Ancestral doesn't really progress the game for Strider all that much. I'm Ancestraling every turn. And then here. Also, this Golem is going to kill very quickly if it's not dealt with. Storm count 2. Next turn, I draw to 6, and I can Teferi to 7 if I want. Okay, City of Traders is getting out of here. I mean, I could actually put Strider to like very little mana next turn as well. If I go like Teferi, Tuck, Talisman or something, then the Opal's off too. Though I guess the Opal being off doesn't change that much right now because Tangle Wire lets you tap the Opal, so it's kind of like it was any other land. But we'll see. If Strider tinkers, I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because I don't even think most tinker targets do anything. I'm certainly not casting Mystic Confluence if he could Brain Freeze afterwards. Getting to Storm count 3. Okay. If he played another spell, Storm count 4, and then Brain Freeze me for 15. Oh, he's got Jace as well. Jace is a little bit scary. Jace Frantic Search. Okay. Frantic Search. Yeah. All right. The reason I don't mind this is I can counter 3 copies of Brain Freeze with Mystic Confluence. So right now he's at Brain Freezing me for 15, which isn't even enough. Maybe he plays another spell first. Brain Freeze me for 18, which still unclear if that's enough, especially with Teferi in play. I can always -3 Teferi targeting itself. And if you do that, you just can draw Teferi every turn with no cards in your deck. Your Teferi doesn't do anything besides -3. So you have to be winning the game with your other cards, but it is a way to prevent myself from getting decked. Yeah, I mean, the Jace is powerful. Like, I was a little more scared of Brain Freeze, Jace, Brain Freeze, but looks like Strider needed to Frantic Search to kind of get the ball rolling. So that works for me. City Traders is gone too, so the Frantic Search didn't even net mana. I mean, if Strider had Duress and then Brain Freeze, like, we'd be talking a completely different game. But don't think that is going to end up being the case here, but we'll see. We'll see. Deep Analysis with Flashback. All right. Didn't even target me. He's got Ancestral and Deep to do that. All right, Brain Freeze. You're Brain Freezing me for 18. Yeah, I'll counter 3 of them. I'm drawing so many cards that seems like that's good. They're all targeting me, right? Boom. 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 Okay. So then I'm going to get Brain Freezed for 9. And it's not even going to be very close to being enough, I don't think. All right. And get my Retrofit or my Walking Ballista. Fade here. Okay, now I think I can tap the library pretty safely. Draw. Oh, there's Winter Orb. Okay, so let's 12 card Brainstorm with Jace. Yeah, V-Click is nice too. Let's put back 2 lands. Mentor. Winter Orb. Get a Mentor trigger. I'm going to draw step Vendilion Click as well. Make a token. I'm going to tuck the Talisman, I guess. And play Elish Norn, because... Oh, wait, no, I can't Elish Norn. Hold on. Because I don't get to Vendilion Click if I do. I guess I can Vendilion Click now and then Elish Norn. That's probably good enough. Vendilion Click you. Dig. No, those don't do anything. And then play this. Oh, I guess I could have not tapped my mana. I didn't really count it, honestly. All right. Sure, let's attack Jace because I have so much more than lethal next turn. And then Winter Orb, you get to untap Shackles and you get to untap Mox Opal and you get to untap one land, and then Tangle Wire taps two of those cards. This looks like a pretty resounding victory, I will say. Hand of Commit Memory, Dig Through Time, Factor Fiction, Kozilek. Strider's cooking, but I'm grilling is what I'm doing. This is going pretty good. And yeah, this is like 1,000 damage. So that'll do it. Nice little 2-0 here. All right, let's get to round 3. All right, time for round 3. Opponent Daxter's on like a Teamer Clamp deck. Sorry, Teamer Twin deck, has Skull Clamp, has Mana Crypt. I'm going to keep this hand. I mean, this hand, once again, the GOAT is here. Turn 1 library. I would like to draw other lands, but I'm not mulling this hand. I could mull, or I could just keep this hand and draw a bunch of extra cards. I'm just going to draw, hopefully hit a normal land. Easy game. Then Retrofitter, now we have Academy. Next turn, probably just draw, make a Retrofitter token is going to be my plan here. So we'll see if we can have some time to do that. Daxter's didn't open on a turn 1 Mana Crypt. No turn 2 Mana Crypt either. All right. Like that. Draw a card. And then just gonna play Mishra's Factory. No reason to show the Tolarian Academy, because like let's say Daxter's had a Burst Lightning in hand, right? You know. If they did, they might Burst Lightning the Retrofitter token in a spot where they wouldn't otherwise. So I think that revealing the Academy doesn't seem too necessary. I'm impulsing. I just have to tap my library to do it every turn, though. It's actually been about as good as impulsing, because I drew Retrofitter, then Island, then Mishra's Factory, so pretty close to what I would have chosen. Hopefully Daxter's isn't on a turn 3 Mana Crypt. It's still a scary card, though becoming less scary turn by turn. Obviously, it would still, potentially be unfortunate here if Daxter's had a turn 3 5-drop or whatever, but I'm going to get to the point where I'm outpacing Mana Crypt pretty badly. Oh, like now. All right. Make a token. So let's draw to 8. Now I do play the library or Academy. Go to 7. Draw. Yeah, new plan. Umuzawa's Jite. Into Tangle Wire here. Daxter's might let it resolve, might not. Mana leak. Okay. Wasn't resolving anything, and I think that was like the weakest of my plays, so let's hit for 1, and I'll make a token. And if Daxter's doesn't have a good play this turn, I think the Tangle Wire is going to just end the game effectively. Because at that point, you just can't play spells for 2 turns, maybe 3 turns, or at least not really good spells. And with a library and Academy, my 2 broken lands are just kind of going nuts here. So let's see what you got. Now's the time. The way is clear. Mountain into... Evoked Muldrifter. I love that Muldrifter, Deep Analysis, all these cards are great in the Retro Cube. I've had the experience of I had everything ready. I just needed to untap and my opponent goes Deep Analysis or Muldrifter. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine with me. Go for it. Mana Crypt time? You're tanking. We'll see. Or 1 mana removal time, deciding whether to kill the servo. Yeah. In that case, still better just to sack it. But yeah, that's not a bad play. It's a heads-up play from Daxter's. It was obviously painful, but what are you going to do, right? I've got an Academy out. Draw. Let's go to 7 cards. I mean, this is the turn where I think I get off of Academy most likely. Horn Power Stone. Hold on. Let's go Everflowing Chalice for 1. 3. 4 mana. Dynamo. Tangle Wire. And hit for 1. I mean, this is the perfect case for Tangle Wire, right? Like, Daxter's now is just going to tap down 4 permanents and do nothing. And then I get to just do all the things. All right. Turn this into a 4/4. Why not? Draw. Let's go fade this. 1, 2, 3. All right. And now I have so much mana. Let's go Psi. I don't even really need to Vendilion click here, I feel like. Memory Jar. 7 mana. Let's go Jar. Make a servo. Smash. And then Daxter's now has 3 mana, or has to have 3 lands. Didn't play a land last turn either after that. Muldrifted in the turn before, so I don't have like lethal next turn, but it's not even that far away. I can attack for 10. Mishra's Factory plus all the idiots. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to use retro. I could have just turned one of the Thopters into a 4/4. Still wouldn't have been lethal. And next turn, do I even want a Memory Jar? I mean, I guess so. What could I hit? It doesn't matter. I'm so far ahead. All right. I do think I want Venser most likely. Bribery, I think I'm going to... Daxter says Bribery. I think I cut Elesh Norn because of that. And then now the best Bribery target is like Venser, Psi, Vendilion Click, Mentor. Seems fine to me. I think I want Disenchant. True Name could be decent. Where's the GT pretty well? Could probably take out the Wall of Omens. All right, let's do that. All right, time for game 2. Oh, look at that. Is that Library in my opening hand alongside Tolarian Academy? Why, yes, it is. Oh, good sideboard. All right, well, I'm still going to run the same plan. If Daxter's has a 2-drop here, could be a problem. But I'm going to get to go Retrofitter and go pretty hard here, so... Or Disenchant of some kind of Shatter, I guess it would be. I'm going to draw. The next turn I'm going to go Plains Retrofitter. I draw... Wobble. Interesting. Is there any chance... I could play a Karn this turn. Do I want to go all in? Play Retrofitter. Oh no, I guess I'm sorry, I'm 1 short. I can't quite play a Karn this turn. Plains. I think I do Retrofitter. Pass the turn. It's not like I'm even taking that much damage. I don't need to make some crazy play Everflowing Chalice for 0 to Power Academy sort of deal. And we'll see what Daxter's does here on turn 3. Imperial Recruiter, okay. Winter Orb. I might be behind on board and still casting Winter Orb here. We'll see. See what the Recruiter gets. Avalanche Riders, okay. Well, in that case, oh, and I drew that. All right. Let's go. What a weird play. Okay. I definitely want to play Winter Orb this turn. Play Academy. I can play Bauble. Taps for 2 mana. And I can play Dynamo, but is there something better I can do? Can I make a Retrofitter token? Play Chalice? Yeah, I think I can do kind of all of it. I can't play a Karn, I don't think, but I can go... I have to tap these 2 down, but that's okay. Basically, is it worth playing a Retrofitter? Because right now I can go Bauble, Academy, Dynamo, Winter Orb, or Dynamo, Chalice, Winter Orb. Oh, maybe that's better, actually. Alternately, I can go... Oh, wait, I can't retrofit and make a token first. Okay, so let's go Bauble, Academy. I can make a token, play Chalice, play Dynamo, play Winter Orb, but I think it's better to just go Dynamo, Flowing Chalice, X equals 1. Winter Orb. Go ahead. You could untap 1 land. And then next turn I get to, yeah, this seems great. And then next turn my Academy taps for 5. I have 9, 10 mana. I can go like Karn plus make a token plus leave up Mystic Confluence. This is maybe the best retro deck I've drafted, or at least it's drawing the best. Some combination. It's a very good Academy deck with Retrofitter Foundry, which is, I think, one of the best cards in the cube. I've had Library in my opening hand every game. And even though, you know, there's an Avalanche Riders on the horizon here, I feel pretty good about this. This Zergo sideboard plan might not be bad, certainly, but I don't know how well it's doing here. Oh, playing Skull Clamp with Winter Orb in play? This seems dubious. Like, I get it if Daxter doesn't have a better play, that's something, but I don't think I would really want to be clamping. Okay, so now, do I even need to leave up Karn? I kind of feel like I don't. I can just play Worn Power Stone, tap Academy for 1,000,000 mana, play Karn, make a token, play a land, pass the turn. You can untap 1 land. I guess you can clamp up Zergo, in which case I'll just block with the 8/8. You can draw 2 more cards. Winter Orb is just messing Daxter's up here. This game, I think, is about as over as games get. Tapped out on turn 3, never got to have more than 2 mana again the rest of the game. Yeah, this is why I took Winter Orb early and I wheeled Tangle Wire. Both those cards worked out well. This was like a very good, I think, example of, you know, the picks that I took worked out for the reasons I took them. Doesn't always happen that way, I'll say that. Okay, Library of Alexandria, you are done. I've drawn so well. Let's see, tap this for 9, 10, 11, 15, 16. I don't need to do all that. That's too much. Let's see. I guess I can't leave up Confluence unless I leave Academy up, so I'll just leave Academy up. That's all right. X equals 3. And easy game. All right, I gotta say, when good decks draw well, it's such a pleasure. I had Library of Alexandria, I think, in every opening hand but 1. And absurd. I also drew Academy a lot and Retrofitter a lot. So yeah, that definitely worked out. I mean, this deck was really nice, though. It had 2 duels in a talisman, a blue-white talisman, which means like the mana wasn't too bad. Could even afford Mishra's Factory, which was good. It had Retrofitters, a busted card. Academy and Library are both busted cards. Jace, Teferi, Karn was like a nice trio of Planeswalkers. And then I had Sai and Mentor to make tokens, which was really good. Day of Judgment's such a great fallback plan. Like, I love having 1 Day of Judgment in my like Academy decks. And then Jar is a draw 7. Elish Norn is just a generic powerful card that worked out really well. Tangle Wire and Winter Orb did a long way of like really hammering the mana advantage, where even just a Worn Power Stone in play makes Winter Orb asymmetrical, and Tangle Wire is always asymmetrical. The problem with Tangle Wire is after like 2 turns, it doesn't do that much, but this deck was really good at using those 2 turns. So this deck was a pleasure, and it was a delight. So, you know, they don't always come out this smoothly, but when you do, or when they do, you kind of get to be thankful for them and accept it. So that'll do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. Lots of Tarkir here on the horizon and or already on. I'm not sure. I'm recording this the day before Tarkir goes live, so I'm gonna juggle around when I want it to go up. But you'll definitely be seeing some Tarkir drafts from me as well. All right, that'll do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.